We're good.
All right.
So
well,
we
welcome to the 101 orientation. Let's see. What we want you to do is, if you want to bring up the course schedule, and in a smaller window, we'll just be going through that so that if you guys have any questions, we'll just run through a typical day, and so that you know the sequence, what to expect, and then those will probably prompt some questions you might have.
I'll go ahead and put that into the chat over here for you if you need it.
Yeah, put that link. So there it is over in the chat area.
All right. Does everybody have that schedule up there?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Give us a thumbs up if you do.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good. Okay.
Bobby, how about you? All right. Perfect.
Nice.
So y'all have read through the syllabus, right? Through the schedule? Okay. So maybe you can just help walk us through it and let us know what you know, and then we won't be boring you. So why don't we start? Bobby, tell us about this text column. Let's take a look at week 2, January 11. Tell us what we should be doing with those pages 1 to 7 on that day. What should you be doing with that?
My thing my thing froze right now, and I can't click on it right now.
All right. I'm gonna tell you what I see. I see in the text column it says pages 1 to 7. What do you think you're going to do with that?
Read it. Read the pages.
Okay.
Good.
That's the content, right? So you're going to learn that new material. Going to memorize your vocabulary, those kinds of things. There'll be some
exercises in there that you'll want to write out. Okay. Go ahead and do all of those activities that are associated with those page numbers, even the ones that have little icons that look like they should be done in groups. Go ahead and anticipate what questions might be asked, anticipate what answers you might have, because you'll be doing those a little bit later with a course mate, and you don't want your first run through to be with your course mate. You want it to be the second or third or fourth time you've practiced it to be with your course mate. So
also put your answers into a Google Doc or something, because when you go to class and you go into the module, you'll want to have all of your answers accessible as we work through those activities. We'll also be asking you for some of those exercises, so you want to have those easily accessible. So once you do your prep work, then it's time to go to class, and to do that we go to the module.
Yeah.
So why don't we all click on Module 2 and see what we see there. So that first section, the that is English, isn't it? The preparation. That's going to kind of walk you through what we were just talking about, and some of these first modules will have this help for you, just to let you know what you should be doing, habits you should be into to prepare for class each day, and kind of some suggestions on how to learn the content. And then you go down to class time, and so how many... Brian, how many videos do you see in that first section of class time?
Good. I think you said 8.
Okay.
Did you say 8?
8? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so that's that first segment. Now those aren't hour-long videos, right? They're 3 to 5 minute videos.
Yeah.
And we're going over the activities. We're going through some vocabulary, doing some quizzing, those kinds of things. And it should be just like you're in class. And just like in class, one of those videos will likely have a quiz, and we'll just say something like, all right, go ahead and turn in the answers for exercise 3-2 or something. And so you go to your Google Doc, pop that into an email, send that to Senora de Spain. Those are 2 grades. One is the quiz grade, and the other is your participation grade.
Okay. And those are broken up intentionally so that you know, as a distance learner, you know, put one of the videos in before you go to work, or, you know, watch one of the videos, you know, just it's meant to be in your own discretion, your own time, and you know, it's more usable in smaller chunks, and you'll retain more information in smaller chunks. So that's why it looks the way it does.
The other next section of that class time is the in contexto, more preparation information, more video, and then the two final sections, y más and al futuro. And these will include some extra activities, maybe remind you of the paired activity that's associated. Maybe there's a project coming up, maybe you've got an exam coming up. Those are just kind of the reminders that you'd hear in class. So far so good? That look all right?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So that's class time.
All right, so let's go back out to the regular schedule. All right, so the next column over, after we've watched all the module videos, we submitted our quiz, what's our next step? If you go from left to right, what's the next step? Bobby, what do you see? Or are we up to Seth?
I think we're up to Seth.
Seth, your turn. What's your next thing that you're going to do?
The paired activity.
Yeah, the paired activity. Excellent. Okay, so that's where you get together with someone that you've chosen right from the beginning, right, a course mate. And it can be face-to-face, it can be virtual, but you need to have some way of recording your session together. And so that can be on your phone, it could be using Audacity, just something that will pick up the audio with, whoops, we lost Bobby. So some type of program that'll pick up the audio, and it needs to be very simple in that when you save it, we just want maybe a megabyte file, and this is just 5 minutes of your conversation. Your conversation may last 20 to 30 minutes, but we only need a 5-minute sample. So check it. That first one, check and see how big it is. Some of the programs save things. It's like gold, right? They think you're gonna start a career with it or something.
New album.
But we just need about a megabyte is the space saved. So you upload that to Dropbox, and if you do have a course mate that's in the class, you'll use the same file, but you'll have two versions of it, one for you and one for your course mate. And there'll be instructions on how to do that in Paired Activity 1.
Do any of you have your course mate already?
Seth and I are going to be course mates.
Oh, great.
Good.
All right.
All right.
Leaving
Perfect.
Bobby out.
Okay.
You just did. Okay. Oh, Daniel. We've got
Very
Daniel
good.
joining us.
Okay. Alrighty, and so if you click on Paired Activity 1, that link gives you all the information that you need on possible technology you might use, and just all the information that you need for that. So, are there any questions? Daniel, Jared, y'all just joined, but we just covered paired activities. We are on the schedule page for the course and just going through how you do a day's worth of work, and we are up to those next two columns, the Kia columns.
We're looking at the January 11th as an example.
Yeah.
We're looking at that row.
So, which activities are we doing in the lab manual? Bobby, let's go back to you, and then we'll pick up Daniel and Jared.
Say it again, please.
Which activities are you doing for the Kia lab manual?
On January 11th.
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. So, well, do we talk louder, or you just technically can't hear us? So we're looking for the lab manual exercises that should be done on January 11th.
Oh,
what does that look like?
You said where do I find that at?
Or what are the activities? So if you're looking at the course schedule, we're looking over here where it says Kia lab manual. We follow that down to January 11th. Activities, it says P1 to P3. So that we'll want to do that after we've done the module videos and after we've done the paired activity. That's our next step. Do you see that? You shake your head if you see that?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, good.
Yes,
all right. And then the lab manual is different from the workbook in that the lab manual gives you listening activities to do. Okay, so you're going to be listening to native speakers, whereas the workbook is just more practice. You're just reading and having some
Writing
input,
practice.
into the computer. So All right, so once you've done all that, now those all have a due date, right? Check out that due date column. When is that due?
14th.
There you go. Yeah, can you scoot that over a little? You're right. Yeah, by 8 a.m. 8 a.m. January 14th. That's when all those things are due. So the email, the email that I receive has a date and time stamp, right? And so that's what I'm going to use to know whether you've turned that in on time. Then your key, the lab manual workbook also has information, has a lot of data that your TAs are going to look at. So they'll know if you complete that on time as well. Okay? And then Dropbox knows when you've uploaded that. So that's what we're going by. Okay. Then we're going to jump over that big black line, okay? That big black line, the next columns on the other side have to do with projects.
So now, Daniel, are you with us?
I'm sorry?
Are you following along with us? You good to go?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, and you've got the schedule up there.
Yes, sir.
So tell us when is Project 1 due?
Project 1
what's the due date?
appears to be due January 13th.
All right.
Good.
So if you go ahead and click on that project for just a second, you'll see that looks pretty straightforward. You just need to record your voice sample and send that on, and that seems pretty straightforward. That should, in fact, down at the bottom it tells you it should take about 5 minutes. Now, not all of the projects are going to be that simple. Hello, Tracy. It'll be complicated. Some of them will involve interviews, conversations with your TA, those kinds of things. So as soon as you see a link appear for a project, make sure that you click on that and you know what you need to do in your schedule to get that done. That sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, good. All right, let's see. Who do we have joining us?
We had
Tracy. Yeah, okay. So Tracy, we're looking at the schedule. Have you got that pulled up in a window?
And you're
muted, by the way. We can't hear you, by the way. So we'll let you pull that up. We've just gone through. Basically, we've gone through the January 11th line, and that is the sequence you should follow. So you do the textbook materials first. You watch the videos. Then you do the paired activities. Then you do the lab manual. Then you do the homework. So that don't do things out of order. There we go. Now we can hear you. Okay. So Tracy, looking at have you got the schedule?
Yeah, I have it up.
Okay, look for test 1. What are the dates that we can take test 1?
Let's see. Mine says January 25th and the 26th.
Good. Okay, that's what mine says too. So, yeah, 25th and 26th. Raise your hand if you have taken a class online and you have been to the Venture 4 Testing Center. So a couple of you have.
Right.
Okay, all right. So you guys know the routine. Those of you that haven't and are local and will be going over there, go out to their website. They've got an awesome little video that Ms. Wolf takes you through and shows you exactly what you need to do. She shows you where to put your cell phone. She shows you where to wait. She shows you where to sign in. Anyway, she takes you through everything.
Are any of you away from the area, or are y'all local?
I'm local.
Okay.
Local. Yeah, local.
Okay.
Good. All right. Let us know if you need a proctor for any of those tests. If you are, if you're on a team and you've got a tournament or something like that, and that goes over one of the testing periods, then it's your responsibility to get a proctor. So if that's the circumstance for you, please let us know, and we need to get that worked out within the next week. So. Okay, so basically that's the sequence of the course, and that's how you turn things in. Emails go to me. If you have a technological question, you're more than welcome to contact Dr. Despain.
I want to hear when you guys was talking about the like how to turn things in. How do we do that?
Okay, so basically the one email that you're going to send comes from after watching the module videos. So if you click on module 2, you'll see a sequence of about 8 or 9 videos. In one of those videos, we're going to ask for you to submit a quiz, and you'll submit that via email. and that goes directly to me.
Okay.
Okay, everything else is fairly automated. Okay, so as you log into Kia to do your lab manual and your workbook, that's all automated. You know, your TA can get in there and she can see exactly when you've done everything, and if it's submitted on time or not, things like that.
Dropbox is, you know, the other work that you submit for your paired activities.
Yeah.
We're going to start that next Hangout, and some of you have come in late, and I think some of you are in the next Hangout, so you're welcome to hang on.
Yeah.
And we'll probably pause and then just come back. But you're welcome to stay with us and do the next Hangout.
Get the front end of this session, yeah.
For those of you with us from the beginning, do you have any questions about, you know, what we talked about, that you read?
Okay. You can, as you look at that, there's a lot of links that are available. They're live, right? We're encouraging you to work ahead. You can always work ahead, but if you turn stuff in late, I can give you some feedback, but you won't get credit for it, okay? So always work ahead. Feel free to turn stuff in ahead of time. That is totally fine, okay?
Sound good?
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and we will see ya virtually.